happen. And right now we're going to move on and introduce our next guest. She is Ms. Brenda Barros with the SEIU 1021, San Francisco General Hospital, and also COPE, the COPE Center.
Members that are elected to run the politics in our area. So I'm one of the COPE chairs in San Francisco. And I got to tell you that I'm the one that's different than everybody else. People tend to just want to walk in lockstep, and I tend not to walk in lockstep, and I do question politicians about things that they've done in the past to us. And so I'd like to tell you about what's going on in San Francisco, and this all relates to union unity. So right now, there's going to be a proposition put on the ballot. It's called secure retirement, but what it really is where union leadership sat down with the city government and wrote a proposition to put on the ballot to change the mix of our healthcare board, who are the people that are supposed to protect our healthcare trust fund. They did the same thing with our pensions, which is Proposition C. Got together with the city, put it on the, did not consult the membership at all. And so these are the kind of things that make it difficult for members to get involved. I know the members where I work, they are totally disillusioned with the union people. And I think it's good that if they could see more people like you guys out there and talk to people like you guys so that they know it's not all corrupt. You know, there are people working hard for their benefits, whether it be BART, public health, city government, all transportation, schools, fighting to save City College. There are people out there that are, you know, fighting a courageous fight to try to protect the things that we have. Now, I'm a totally anti-concession person. I do not believe in making concessions. When we made our last concessions, I said, you guys are opening the door, and that's exactly what happened. The more we give, the more the city of San Francisco wants. So they got our pensions now, and now they're coming after our health care. They want us to pay more for health care. And so, and we, so far, 1021 has said no. So far. But there are wrinkles in the back of some people that are being put a lot of pressure on them from politicians and everybody else to say yes, to go along with it and to support it. So one thing I like to do is put it out there on the air that everybody in San Francisco who's a voter should not vote for Proposition A. That's a no vote because it is a definite attack on workers. They paint a pretty picture like they're trying to protect us, but that's absolutely not what it is. And as far as union people getting involved, one of the things that got me really super active is that I'm African American. And one of the things that bothered me about unions in general is that they really didn't deal with African American issues. If a member came to them and said they thought that they were being discriminated against, they got hee-hawed and it's like there's really nothing we could do. So guess what we did? We started a Black Employees Association. And we do go after managers. And that's what needs to happen in order to change their behavior. So I'm glad to be here today. I think unions overall need to get active. The membership of unions need to get active. Members of unions need to stop being passive and waiting for somebody else to do it for them. And if your union is doing something that you don't agree with, you have to speak up. You can't just accept it as it must go this way because some union leader says that it has. Now we're supposed to be a member-driven union, right? 1021, that's our motto, member-driven. But I got to tell you, it's not very member-driven. There are probably 30 people, maybe 60 people that really push agendas and run our union. Right? And so I'm starting to get into that, and I'm starting to change some of that, but I'm just one person. There needs to be more me's out there in every union, making sure that the unions are doing the right thing for their membership. And so that's kind of like the main thing. And that we're working on bullying with speed. There's a bullying that's happening everywhere. Employees are being bullied and harassed on the job. Labor unions really don't know what to do about it. But there is legislation that is out there that we need to get passed and make it law and make it illegal for them to do that. So that's another thing that I hope you guys get involved with. And I am also working on the Restore Section 5. Is when they, the Civil Rights Voting Act. And we need everybody to get their unions involved in that. And the union should be taking the lead on things like that. And right now they're not. But they need to be.